Radio WRVA, the voice of Virginia, 804. Again, remember, either you wake up with Richmond's morning news or, I'm sorry, you're going to be playing catch up the rest of the day. All right, coming up on the program, we'll hear from Michael Greer, GreerFinancialGroup.com. NVIDIA has got some news today. How's that going to affect the NASDAQ? We'll talk to him about that. And then Matt Harris is going to join us, Chesterfield County. I got some real big questions about this proposed 1% sales tax increase. I really need to know what the net is. They said there's some offsets, but I want to know net for the homeowner in Chesterfield. Will you see tax relief or will you just see tax transferred from one hand to the other? I got some big questions coming up. I'll have the same questions for a lot of these municipalities, 20 in total, have decided they want to raise their sales tax by 1%. That's coming up on the program today. And the price of beef. The governor sounded off on Donald Trump importing ground beef into the United States to try to help relieve the soaring cost of beef right now. We'll talk to Brandon Reeves of the Virginia Cattlemen Association and find out more about our Commonwealth beef industry. Again, I grew up, my grandfather was a ranch hand. I'm kind of familiar with this, but I want to get the lay of the land on beef prices here in Virginia. So all of that coming up this morning on Richmond's Morning News. It's 8:04. You can go to Facebook.com/NewsRadioWRVA. That's our question of the day. In a country so divided, why is it? What did Dolly Parton do that everybody could universally love her? Everybody could universally love her. Facebook.com/NewsRadioWRVA, or you can go to the James River Air text line. Send us a message at 833-804-1140. By the way, 933 experiment. That's what we'll do, talking about Dolly Parton. Okay, got all of that. Oh, Dave says I got to give away tickets today before the end of the show, right?
Yeah, sometime before the end of the show.
Sometime before the end of the show. That's called a tease, folks. We're just going to tell you that we're going to tease you about tickets that Dave has to give away today, right?
To see the squirrels.
To see the squirrels tonight. I'm going to the game
tonight. Yes.
Yeah, I'm
tickets
going
are
to the
for
game
tonight.
The tickets are for tonight. We'll email you the tickets. Come out tonight. See the Richmond Flying Squirrels. All right, Super Dave. What do I got to tell you? Oh, it's time for Richmond's Morning News Brief. Dave says, "Shut up and talk, Herrera. Let's go." All right, story number one. We just had our tribute to Dolly Parton. I can't believe she's gone. She was immortal, absolutely immortal. Here's the latest from Fox News on the passing of Dolly Parton.
Number one.
Here's a little gal that I know you're going to really learn to love. She ain't no dumb blonde, though. Pretty Miss Dolly Parton.
Just because I'm blonde, don't think I'm dumb, 'cause this dumb blonde ain't nobody's fool. Jolene, 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 will always love you. Islands in the stream. Thank you, Kenny.
Dolly
Great
Parton,
honor.
you are now and forever a member of the Country Music Hall of Fame.
Here you come again, working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living.
It is my pleasure to induct you into the Rock and Roll Hall of
I'm a rock star now. We will rock you. We will rock you.
Dave, you're a big rocker.
I like to think so.
Okay, think about this. There's some people that have gone into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I know big rock people like that. Dude, you're not rock and roll, right?
Oh, plenty.
Okay, but little old Dolly Parton's in there. She goes, "Look at me, I'm a rocker," and everybody loved it. And then she went out and did that album with a bunch of rock stars just to kind of give her some bona fides of being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, that's her right there in a nutshell. She knows people like, what is Dolly Parton doing in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? And she just stands there, doesn't take herself too seriously, has that smile, and everybody loved her.
Well, I think she influenced almost every female singer that ever came along, no matter what genre of music.
I think she influenced every performer that looked at her and her brand and how wonderful and unique and authentic she was. And a lot of people tried, but many people failed because she was so unique and so good to her fans. God bless her. God bless her. God bless her. The president has ordered flags at half staff for the week. The governor of Virginia does the same. All right, that's the big story of the morning that we're talking about. Story number 2, speaking of the governor, the president, she's blasting him over beef imports. We'll talk about that coming up on News Radio WRVA.
Number 2.
So I keep telling people, and I'm telling the politicians, and I'm telling the people in Capitol Square and the people in D.C., you know how we could tell whether the economy is doing well? You know, want to know how the average person looks to see, okay, am I getting ahead or falling behind? 2 things: the price of gas, the price of ground beef. Price of ground beef is up, price of gas is up. I feel like I'm falling behind. Okay, price of ground beef is going up. So the president's imported a bunch of beef coming in and lowered some tariffs and did some things to try to bring down temporarily the price of ground beef. But why is it so high in the first place? Well, there's a lot of reasons. Our cattle herds are very thin. We need to build those back up. There's a screw worm down in Mexico that prevented cattle from coming across the border. We'll find out the whole story from the Virginia Cattlemen's Association at 9 o'clock. You don't want to miss that. All right, story number 3. Thought I'd throw this out because we were talking about the WNBA for what's going on off the court.
Number 3.
So Enos Freedom, you saw he got kicked out of a WNBA game at Sky Arena watching Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham play. Well, the WNBA team is going to double down on their throwing him out. He was just standing there cheering, put his hands up. Sophie Cunningham knocks down a 3-pointer. And one of the Sky players, a couple of trips down the court later, let me spit that out for you. A couple of plays later, starts screaming at Enos Kanter, "She's not going to sleep with you. She's not going to sleep with you." He gets up like, "What are you saying? I'm just sitting here cheering." They escorted him out. Now, he didn't provoke her. She provoked him, and they kick him out of the game. And the team has now decided that he is a distraction, and he's not wanted, so they're going to ban him from ever going to Sky Arena again. Wow. Oh, by the way, other big story today in college football. We'll see what happens for Virginia Tech, but the SEC has joined the Big Ten, saying no to pros jumping into the college ranks. Remember, it used to be, hey, I'm going to leave early and go pro. Well, now players get done with college. They go into the pros. They go, oh, I didn't make it. I'll just go back down to college because I can make NIL money. SEC, Big Ten say, nope, not at our watch. We'll see whether the ACC, Virginia Tech join that as well. I'm telling you, for all these guys with PhDs and doctors in front of their names, what a bunch of dopes that you ruined college football and college athletics with your, I don't even want to say it. Let's just move on, shall we? Story number 4. Finally, someone's listening to us.
Number 4.
Burger King.
Where's the beef?
There you go. Where's the beef? Burger King admits their chicken nuggets got a little rubbery. We had the CEO, the president of Burger King America on, and he gave out his cell phone, said, hey, if you got a problem, call me. People did. Well, now the fast food restaurant is decided, you know what? We got to listen to the people because they're not coming in as much as they were before because we're charging them a ton of money. So Burger King admits their chicken nuggets were not great. And now they're going to relaunch them on September 1st. McDonald's is bringing back spicy chicken nuggets. Arby's is bringing back the steak nuggets. And even Wendy says, you know what? We were worried about value equation, and it eroded the quality of our food. It's supply and demand. You know what? I'm going to see if I can get Dr. Bilas to come on this week and explain exactly how this works. Real world supply and demand. The market has to make adjustments. The invisible hand of the free market is outstanding as opposed to what the socialists want in collectivism, where we'd only have one chicken nugget and it would probably be made of tofu because the government would tell us what it was. All right, that's story number 4. It's story number 5. Oh, a lot of you just dropped your kids off for the first time in high school. Some maybe dropping your kids off for the first time in kindergarten and you were tearing up. Well, I'm going to make you cry just a little bit more with this story out of Oklahoma. Hazing for freshmen. Can't get out of the car until you kiss your mom. That's story number 5.
Number 5.
We hold the car door, preventing it from opening.
It's like initiation. Like, we all did it.
Your heart starts thumping out of your chest.
I'm not a very huggy person. I wouldn't have wanted to kiss my mom as a freshman. And you know who the happiest people are in this whole thing? The mothers. This is a big moment for them, especially if it's their first child or their last child.
emotional. I was crying yesterday and all morning, and she asked me not to cry during the drop-off. So I think I did okay.
The moment you drive off after
So
dropping them to
store in
school.
Oklahoma, the seniors come out and they've got signs and they're standing there and they rush the cars. The kids, they're dropped off at car line that are freshmen, and they won't let them out of the car until the freshmen kiss their mom, their dad, their guardian, and whoever's dropping them off. Listen, I talk about my parents all the time, miss them so much. Oh, would I give anything to go back and be able to give my mom one more hug, one more kiss, give my dad one more hug, one more kiss. When my son comes home, there's times I'll just grab him like, here, let me have a hug. He goes, why? I said, because I'm just going to steal one extra one that I wouldn't have normally. So if you're still having a kid in the car, just give him a hug right now for the heck of it, because at the end of the day, that's one extra hug that you have on your ledger, and that's never a bad thing. Love that story. Love that story at Oklahoma. Love to see someone here do it. Hey, St. Benedictine, St. Gertrude's, it was a Catholic school over in Oklahoma. Why don't you guys steal their swagger and you guys do it? That'd be great. All right, I'm calling out Gertrude and Benedictine. Why don't you guys do it? Just like that school in Oklahoma. It was a Catholic school. You guys do it as well. All right, that's Richmond's Morning News Brief for today. Coming up, I've got some tough questions for Chesterfield County on the net effect of raising sales taxes by 1%. That's coming up next on News Radio WRVA. Let's do this. Let's remind you